We took a Chinese mini truck and turned it into an off-road tow truck. This week, we're tying up a bunch of loose ends to get it as close as we can to starting.
Oh, dude, that's perfect. We're bound and determined to get this steering system plumbed and ready for when we start it. The reason being is because when we go to turn this thing on for the first time, we want the belt to be on so everything can get hot, everything can work, and we can make sure everything's actually working. When we do that, we're going to have fluid immediately running through our lines from our pump, and if we don't have all of that hooked up, obviously we're going to get hydraulic fluid all over the place, but two, we're actually going to be able to steer it, and that's going to be sweet. So that's what I've been working on. I got the cooler under the hood all mounted and done, and now I just got to mount this where we actually fill the fluid up with, and I think I'm going to put it underneath the front seat.
So I'm trying to get the dash all done and a bunch of the wiring under the dash done so we can turn the key, turn the dash on, and be ready to power that computer up. So pretty much all day is going to be tracing wires, trying to put them in the right spot, figure out where the battery wiring and the alternator wiring is going to go.
Dude, I freaking love this idea, but once this is on, how are we gonna tighten those fittings?
I see the problem. Oh, do ya?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm just mounting stuff. Alex has to deal with that.
I guess you could just reach in there, grab that thing, pull it up, and then put the mount on it. We're good. Oh, yeah.
We got lucky there, because I didn't even think about that, to be honest.
Very rarely do I forget to film and like make sense of what's going on, but I did. Partially because there was like so much going on and all three of us were doing something completely different. It's like 1:30 in the morning right now, and we were out here at 9. But the positive thing with this is we got a ton done. We honestly could start it right now.
What?
What?
There's no starter motor even on it. No starter wire.
No fuel,
No alternator wires.
no key.
Yeah. You're done, little brother.
I'm kidding.
That was so matter of fact.
No.
He thought he had that one.
He did.
We're freaking close, man. Like, it's just these stupid odds and ends because when we start this thing, we want to literally, like, hopefully be able to drive it out of the garage. I don't know if any of this has made any sense because we're exhausted. But if tomorrow is another day like today, this thing is gonna freaking... It's gonna be good.
Alright guys, with football season kicking off, it's the perfect time to dive into the action with our partners at DraftKings, the #1 place to bet on touchdowns. And right now, all new customers who bet $5 will instantly get $250 in bonus bets. Plus get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium.
That's something that all of us can celebrate.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using our code PeckBrothers. The crown is yours. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun using DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use our promo code PeckBrothers and bet just $5 on any wager to get $250 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code PeckBrothers only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
I went to town this morning and got all of our hydraulic hoses, our pre-bent water coolant lines, some shield for some wire. I only spent like $9 grand on all this stuff.
So what you're saying is Cave's gonna have to get a night job.
I don't know how I'm getting a night job. I edit all night usually.
I mean a second night job.
What, yodeling hasn't been paying?
Not like it used to.
Alright, so this is pretty cool. Right now, I'm doing the whole wiring harness for all the lights and everything because it sucks to go back and do wiring once the truck's done. So I figure I might as well do it now. This is the harness that came on the mini truck, and we ripped it out months ago, not thinking we'd need it again, but luckily we saved it. So I'm going to go through, take all of the connectors out of this for the headlights, the windshield wipers, hopefully the windshield wiper sprayers, stuff like that. And I'm pretty confident I can get all of this to work with our Haltech system, so we'll have headlights and everything will be on the same system.
Probably saw me drying this yesterday. This is what I took into the hydraulic place and they laughed at me. But after we worked through some problems, we got hydraulic lines. And I think they're gonna work. I hope they're gonna work. And we even got a spare because, you know, if it gets pinched or rubbed up against something or hits something hot and it bursts, we don't steer this thing unless everything runs and nothing leaks. So, all right, this little thing looks like a wheel. That's our pump. So we're gonna come off of our pump with a straight, come up to our Hydro Boost with a 90. That's a -8.
I've had it. Well, we're off to a good start. Here, you can use that for mock-up.
Heck yeah, I didn't think we had one of those. All right, the next one goes out of the Hydro Boost into the orbital. The next one comes out of the orbital into the cooler, out of the cooler to the reservoir, and I already did those yesterday, so they're all done. The next ones we've got are 245s that come off of the ram that's on the axle up to our orbital valve.
Alright, the next thing on our list is getting this oil feed for the turbo. And there's a couple of ways to tie into the oil pressure on an LS, but we're going to use this one right above the oil filter.
Alright, I got the harness done, and I gotta admit I had to do it twice.
I honestly feel better about that because everything needs to be done at least twice to work well.
Yeah, I went ahead and thought I was the genie for being able to make this marker light work with running lights, low beam, and high beam. So I took the power wire for this and spliced it into 3 and hooked it into each separate high beam, low beam running light. Put this on, put the loom on, heat shrunk it. It was awesome. Put it over the truck. I told Braid how it worked. I just was like, man, I just should go into electrical work. Then I went and plugged it in, and I put any one of them, and all of them would light up. And I realized that's how electricity works. It backfed through the 3. So yeah. Anyways, I took it apart. Now I just have, right here is the blinker. This guy is the running light, or the marker light. And then we've got whatever that one is, whatever that one is, and whatever that one is. So now, when we go to hook them in, we just got to figure out how to get that marker light to stay on when all of these are on without having like 9 switches for all this stuff.
This is our oil drain coming off the bottom of the turbo, and this drains into the oil pan. Look at how close that is.
I've had it.
Pure dirt. We're gonna have to get a whole new flipping line, because this thing is, let's see. It is 3 1/4 inches short. Story of my freaking life.
That's a pre-made line that just came with the kit, and for some reason they didn't give us enough to build a Chinese mini truck with it, with a turbo.
Yeah, don't they flippin' know that's where everybody's putting the turbos on their Chinese mini truck builds? And this oil kit for the turbo came straight from China. You'd think they would know. The Chinese are killing us, man.
All right, after pretty much all day, doing it like 4 times each, we're ready to turn the lights on, see if they work, see which ones catch fire.
You're gonna turn the lights on?
All of them.
Even the KCs?
Even the KCs.
Oh.
Get up there and tell me if they work. All right, this should be marker lights.
Dude!
Oh.
Does the other side work?
Yeah, it works.
Dude.
Those bolts were burned out.
All right, this should be running.
Yep.
Oh.
Work.
Yep.
Okay, so that means this one will be low beam.
Yep.
Oh.
This is high beam.
It's not all together, but yeah.
Yeah, they're not all together.
Can you do all together?
Ow, it's hot. I don't know if that's good.
Yeah. She's alive.
Dude, look at this thing.
It don't have a heartbeat yet, but it's got.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet.
Dude. Oh.
And now we got right, so passenger turn signal.
Dude, I don't think any of our Jeeps even have the flip and turn signals that work. Are you kidding me?
My Jeep and Alex's Jeep, Alex's windshield wipers don't even work. I don't even know any Jeeps of ours that have ever had turn signals.
This thing's Gucci, dude.
I don't know how you did that.
Okay, we got one more.
Oh, dude.
Freaking sweet.
Those are bright.
Those are way bright.
All right, last one.
You didn't get those to work.
Oh, dude.
This thing is freaking ready.
The flippin' dirty bubble dang near just killed me.
There's just something about a KC light. There just is. Nobody's replicated it, and nobody ever will.
Oh, dude.
No way.
It's only got one speed though.
One speed?
The problem, we're gonna have to stop them when they come down.
Yeah, we will.
It's not a smart system.
Dude, those things rip.
That's all we gotta do.
They work better when it's not dry.
All the grind, there's like rust from all the grinding.
That's definitely gonna help when we're stranded in the middle of deer hunting season in the snow.
Dude, Alex is hired.
Dude, you killed it this week. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you guys haven't felt the temperature of the wires that I've had, but they do work, so that's good news.
Yeah, I won't say that you made up for all the other weeks you didn't do anything, but this is a good start.
Yeah, you're on your way.
Well, 1 week at a time. This week really was a pretty big week for the mini truck. We got this dash finally like almost done. We've got our switch panel mounted. Kayla put the key in here. We've got the cutoff switch. I don't know what's gonna go over here, but we also cut the steering column. We only had to cut it once, and it's like dang near perfect. I'm still trying to get Braid to be proud of us for that, but he just won't.
He don't care.
Don't forget about all the hydraulic lines, the radiator, upper and lower, hoses done. Most of the brake lines are done now. The transmission's pans all put back together with the spacer. There was a lot of stuff that we didn't even film that got done.
We were all hoping that we might possibly get to hear what this thing sounds like in this video, but it's looking like next week is gonna be the week this thing starts.
You got something to say, Peter Pan?
You may have missed our midweek video this week, and if you did, it involves us three, this boat, and a whole bunch of disappointment. It's freaking hilarious, so if you haven't seen it yet, it's definitely worth watching, so go check it out.